just wait for everybody to pop in. So I missed you guys last Saturday. Had to do a little bit of adulting, had to do my taxes. Decided to do them early because, you know, we're in the midst of trying to secure a home to put onto the land, which, by the way, escrow closes this coming week. So super excited about that. But anyway, been at the Tucson Gem Show. You know, we went once on the very first day, again the following week, and then this past week we went like 3 times. So we are all spent and now ready to put everything into Desert Cauldron and James's shop and all of that. So lots of projects coming. But yeah, I'll just wait for everybody to pop in. I brought a Sasha Graham's book today so that we can do a little tarot spread. Hey, Sarah! Yeah, I have some crystals to show off with you guys. Sherry Bug! Hey, how are you? Sherry Bug's like, hello. So yeah, I will show off some of the crystals. Sherry Bug's like, oops, that was dull to say hello. She's like, hello. Butterfly Love Child says, long time no peep. Hello, hello. So yeah, a lot to share with you guys. Sherry Bug's like, OMG, texting fails. You know what? I go back and forth between, like, you know, pressing the little microphone and doing like dictation and then autocorrect, and sometimes I press too fast and then it looks like I've just like completely spoken a different language and everybody's like, wait, what? But anyway, so yeah, a lot of gem show stuff to share with you guys. So I know you won't mind looking at some beautiful goodies, but also some hashtag burning sage stuff to talk about. And yeah, so good times. Oh, Lisa says gonna have to catch the replay on my way out today, but love to you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Lisa. Sharebug's like freaking autocorrect. Billy, hiya! Like the background. Well, thank you. This is kind of done up for the Lunar New Year according to the Tolkien calendar. So maybe I can lift it up. You guys can see the Lunar New Year for Mayan New Year. That's actually coming up on the 19th. So we're going to be going into a 10 Manik year, and got the altar all ready for that. So I think for my Patreon peeps, and maybe I'll do a little bit here too, I'm going to be doing a live chat, kind of preparing for the Lunar New Year and all that good stuff. So kind of certain lunar calendars sync up roughly the same, but not exactly on the same date. Lisa's like, hello, is it me you're looking for? So yes, it is you guys I am looking for. Anyway, oh my gosh, like where to begin? Well, maybe we'll talk property stuff first, and then we'll get into the gem fair goodies. Like, I think so. And like I said, I have some stuff to show you that's going to be going into Desert Cauldron. Just kind of like, there's just so much. It's going to take a little bit of time before everything is in the shop. But a lot of the stuff we got is craft projects, so things that we're going to be making. So we bought a lot of tools and just materials for making some really awesome, unique things. So those will take a little bit of while, but you know, it'll be fun. Oh, Sherry Bug's like, that's a great song. I know that's a song that I think that pops up at least once a week in my brain. Okay, so property stuff. Billy's like, yay! All right, okay. So the reason I missed last Saturday, like I said, I had to do some adulting. I did my taxes early because when I'm applying for a loan for just the house, you know, because I have the land, and I'm going to be paying for, you know, all of the off-grid stuff. So I just need to get financed for the actual house that goes plop on top of the property. So in order to do that, I need to show basically, you know, the 2021 taxes, all that stuff, you know, all that adulty stuff. So since I'm trying to get the loan now, I had to do the taxes early and all of that. So missed the chat, but continuing on. IT guy says, hey, great to see you too. I energetically see you. So the property closes, the escrow closes on Friday. So a day or two before then, I'm going to be doing a little wire transfer for the land. So maybe popping open that bottle of wine that I have sitting on the counter that is just waiting for a special occasion. So that means that those 40 acres are mine. Butterfly love child. She's like very excited. So yeah, so that means yay, I'll be a landowner. So that's cool. Went up to Show Low, you know, where I'm going to have my property, and had to do the perk test because according to the county up there, you have to get the perk test first. It's percolation test. It's for a septic system. So they test the soil, make sure it's going to have good drainage and things like that, and figure out where they're going to dig the system and put it in. So that has to get installed first before a house gets put on top. And then after the house gets put on top, then you can do all the other things like, well can kind of go in anytime, but you know, your gas and electric and all of that. So went up to Show Low, passed the perk test with flying colors because it's very soft sand, but there's a lot of rocks, a lot of beautiful rocks, which I've shown you guys. There's like druzy out there, there's jasper, agate, a whole lot of petrified wood on the property. So basically stuff that we would buy in a shop, but it's on our property. So hey, expect some little goodies when you buy some things from our shop. When, you know, once we're out, we'll have like little Show Low gifts to give you guys, like little raw agates and little raw jaspers and things like that. I'm like, how cool is that? So went out there, passed the perk test. They're going to be doing up a few designs of like kind of where they could put it on the property, and then I'll choose one and then they'll start that. Then met this really nice guy that owns this, or he's like the manager of this manufactured home lot. Billy's like seriously blessed. I know, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a lot. So found a couple of good ideas for manufactured homes. Talked to the guy that was there. It's family-owned business, which I love. I love that because it's personable. You can see like the guy's wife came in, like his son was there, his grandson was there. There was somebody else. I'm pretty sure that was his daughter or something like that. And they all just, you know, work there. And so it looks like they're going to be able to help us with the financing for the home, you know, because it is hard, especially when you're self-employed, to qualify for a loan, because, you know, they want to see like pay stubs and W-2s, and it's like, I don't work for the man, like I work for me. You know, so but it looks like he's gonna be able to help us. We found, like I said, a couple of really good looking manufactured homes, but they're, so many people are buying property right now and doing like the whole off-grid thing, that every home that they have on the lot is sold. So they won't get any more in till, you know, like June and October or something like that. And then there's another home that we're looking at that they won't have for another 14 months because it's just taking a long time to build everything, because there's so many people, there's such a high demand for manufactured homes. And by the way, from the outside, it kind of looks manufactured home-y. And by the way, it doesn't have an axle or anything. It's like, it looks like an actual brick and mortar home, you know, like a site-built home. But from the outside, it's like kind of manufactured-y. But when you go inside, it looks like you're in a bougie home. You're like, ooh, this is nice. So it's like triple times nicer than this apartment. So yeah, so all of that is going to be underway. Other things, this coming week is going to be busy as well. I was thinking of maybe taking another trip up there because I have to take some pictures just to make sure that, hey, Tarot Diary of Pisces, how are you? We have to take some pictures to make sure that the manufactured home, you know, because it's going to come in a few sections, that they can actually make it onto the property, because it's rural where I am. So they have to make sure that those big trucks can make it on that rural road. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna have no problem. I mean, it's just dirt and rock roads, but there's a couple of places where the road is a little thin, so we'll have to see. So that's why I have to take some pictures. But if they have to kind of flatten a road out, they're gonna use some machines to do that. So you know, it's just all part of the process. In the meantime, my little truck that I affectionately call number two, no, not because of number two, because she's my second vehicle, so I've always just called her number two. But anyway, so my little truck, she's just a little pickup truck, you know, which means she's just rear wheel drive. Why is that such a tongue twister? Is having trouble every time we go out to Sholo. Because a lot of it is so rocky and slippery that I actually did have the Perk Test guy, tow my truck out. It got a little bit stuck. So I don't think my truck is gonna be built for where the house is going to be. She just has a little bit of issue. She's kind of an old truck too, you know? So here you go, you guys. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm keeping number two because she is my faithful little Nissan pickup. But you guys all know Viper B, you know, my little sports car, which if my truck can't make it to the house, that little sports car isn't going to make it to the house. And you guys all know the story, you know, that I have wanted that car since I was 12, and it was kind of not only did I think it was a super cool vehicle and I saved up for it, but it was kind of proving to myself that I could manifest anything that I wanted, regardless of, you know, my background or how I was raised or, you know, where I grew up, you know, that I could have something nice, you know. And I was able to manifest that car, and I've had a great time in that car. It's a lot of fun. It does get a little weird because like everybody is like staring at you when you're in the car, and everybody's like trying to film you while I'm driving. Every time I'm out, like the paparazzi are everywhere. Like seriously, like I'm not joking. So I do get a little self-conscious when I drive. But I had a little talk with my car, and I thanked it for all the things it taught me, because I seriously believe there is a soul. Like I know that everything has energy, right? But there's an actual soul that's in that car. And my truck number two, you know, it's energy, but I don't think it has a soul quite like the Viper. It's not because the Viper is like a super cool car is the reason it has a soul. No, that's not it. It was helping me with, I used to have driving anxiety. So I know it's kind of weird, like driving a super fast car somehow got me over that anxiety, because I have to really pay attention. I have to really be one with the car because it's a stick shift. It just helped me get through a lot of things, you know, because I have to be very present and I have to be very focused on what I'm doing. And so it was really good to clear my head, you know, anytime that I was in it. But I told Viper B, I was like, you know, I can't take you where I'm going, but you know, I'm happy that I was able to, like, this is just a piece of my journey. Like, you're an example of what I could do, that I could manifest something super cool, you know, something, I know it's just material, you know, but it's cool, you know, and that I could make that happen. And so I was like, I'm gonna have to sell you because I'm gonna need monetary help getting this property, and I'm gonna need a 4-wheel drive vehicle. So I'm actually looking at a Jeep, maybe like a Rubicon or something like that, that's like really meant for some off-road. So this week I think is gonna be the week that I sell my vehicle and get my off-road vehicle and then use the leftover money to go towards the house, you know, because I am trying to kind of offload stuff, you know, because this is what I want. I do want to have a retreat for you guys. I do want #BurningSage, you know, I do want all these things, which means I'm going to have to continue to shift and change out of the energy that I've been in, and the person that I was, and the lifestyle that I had, you know. So I'm going to be clearing out my closets. I'm going to be, you know, giving away a lot of stuff, trying to sell what I can. I have some stuff in storage that's just like leftover from like my mini fridge from like teaching and stuff like that. I'm going to try to sell that. I have like a bazillion million Barbie dolls which I love to keep my Barbies, but when am I gonna play Barbies again, you know? I have my stuffies, that's enough, you know? So, you know, maybe sell off my Barbie dolls and just kind of go through and make some room. Marina said, happy Saturday, so nice to see you. Hello, my dear friends. Hello, hello. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm just gonna be downsizing a little bit, just trying to, you know, get the things that I actually need and maybe a few fun things and just take them onto the new property. But of course, that's probably not going to be for a while. But it's definitely a process. It's an exciting process. I'm trying to take video along the way so that eventually, once we're actually moved in, I'll have all of this video. And I do want to make a video or maybe a couple of videos just showing the whole process of like how I went off grid and doing it while self-employed, because I know that many of you guys work from home or you are self-employed, and some people feel that it's like difficult. Like I'm not saying it's like super easy, but I think it's good to see somebody who can, you know, what I did to try to achieve that, if that's something like you guys want to do too, you know. And then maybe see like one day Burning Sage come to life, you know. Billy said, sending you love and support for your KonMari process and evolving into your next chapter. Thank you. So yeah, that's the house stuff for now. So now it's just like trying to work on getting approved for a loan, then waiting on the house. In the meantime, getting the septic put in, maybe possibly getting the well put in too. Yeah, and I'll film the whole thing for you guys. I'm trying to do like little videos that I just put in my Instagram stories, but I actually want to do like a legit YouTube video so that you guys can see the whole process, just in case you guys are interested in doing that, because I noticed that there are some YouTube channels about going off-grid or buying manufactured homes and things like that. But sometimes there isn't the step-by-step process. Some channels have that, but I figured, you know, what the hey, I'll just show my experience too, and maybe that'll help somebody out there. Okay, now let's maybe get into a little bit of Tucson Gem Show. Okay, so like I said, James got a lot of stuff for his shop, because basically it's our once a year thing where we're buying a ton of stuff because it has to last us all year, you know. So James got a year's worth of crystals and things for his shop. I got stuff for Desert Cauldron. Not only do we have like some like crystals, but definitely a lot of materials to make some unique items and wands, and some like clearing items for altars and things like that we're going to be putting into the shop. But I do want to at least show off some of the crystals. So maybe I'll show that, because I don't want to really show the materials for projects, because I want to show it when it's all done, you know. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys on a little journey. Okay, let me turn this around, so give me just a second. Whoop. Thank you, Billy. Billy posted the link to Desert Cauldron in case you guys are interested. All right, so excuse the noise. I'm just going to move the tripod a little bit. Okay. All right. First up, we bought some crystal skulls. So these are actually Brazilian crystal skulls, and we have them in a few different sizes. All these things are not listed in the shop yet, but I just wanted to show you guys. But however, during the chat today, if you are interested in any of them, just email me, so at kittensweightsandtarot.com, just in case, or you can DM us at desert.cauldron or at kittensweightsandtarot on Instagram. Okay, so we have this little mini skull dude. Oh, hold on, focus. Focus. Oh, there we go. So they got some beautiful energy. There we go. Put them on the lights. Okay, and then got this guy. He's a little bit bigger. They all like go incrementally larger. So these are from Brazil. And a little bit larger. Hello. I was like, we need some skulls in this here shop. You know how I like my skulls. This dude is a little bit larger. Hello, hello. He's like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? And then we have our biggest dude. And the clarity is amazeballs. Butterfly's like too powerful. Got some pixelation here. I know, right? I definitely have to clear our apartment again with all these new things in here. Okay, going down here, I did buy a bunch of amber. Billy said, please email kittens if you are interested in any of the items. They are listed on the shop. Yeah, they aren't listed yet. Yes, exactly. So I have this beautiful amber from Colombia, and the amber that I got all have stuff in it, like bugs and mosquitoes and spiders that all kind of got trapped in the amber. This amber is freaking gorgeous. I even got this, hold on, little amber sphere. I just really love amber. The beautiful resin from our trees. I love tree resin. And then I have, let's see if I can look in here. That amber looks like a bird. It does, you know, and then, let me see, there's this piece here. You see it's got a little mosquito and it's got a little bumblebee that got stuck inside. It's so gorgeous, you guys. Let's see, I have another little piece. Hold on, let me get down in here. There we go. This one's got ants. So a whole thing of ants that got stuck in there long time ago. And there's actually a little spider, and you can see the web actually, which is interesting. So they're all frozen in time, which I think is just, whoa. That'd be weird if I like found myself in some amber and I was frozen for all time. Okay, so there's also, I don't know if I can pull that out yet, but I will pull this out. Hold on. I need most of my hands for this one. Let's see. There we go. Okay, this guy. Come on, you can get out. I got another one of these gold sheen obsidian jaguar shamanic skulls. In the sunlight, he looks gorgeous. But there you can see some of the gold sheen. So yeah, he's not in the shop yet, but he's gonna make an appearance. He's like, hello everybody. So yeah, I'm just to protect him, I'm just keeping him in the box for now, you know, because we have a lot of stuff in this shop. Okay, and then I have a few crystals. Let me put this off to the side. I ended up getting butterflies like ooh. I ended up getting a bunch of apophyllite. So I have this beautiful piece of apophyllite here. I just love all the rainbows and the way it glitters in the sun. Oh, you can see some of the rainbows there. Ha, 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 ha. Some of you guys can just maybe like soak up some of the crystal vibes right now. So if you're feeling a little something, just soak up the vibes. I have some green apophyllite. And another piece of green apophyllite. I like, you know, you just can't get enough. Green apophyllite in all its rainbows. It's got that beautiful light green hue to it. I have this beautiful piece of apophyllite. Soak up the goodness, you guys. Woo! And then there's a couple of little pieces in here. Some baby apophylites. Kind of looks like a couple of eyes, like, ooh, I'm looking at you. But that's beautiful on the matrix. And then there's one other little baby. There we go. He's extra sparkly. And then for grounding, I of course have some petrified wood. Billy's like, what's with the dead bird? Those are some found wings, and they will be for some projects in the future. So it's not quite finished yet what I'm going to do with those, but it's going to be for clearing. Okay. Got another piece, and this is from Indonesia. Some beautiful petrified wood. Okay, let me go ahead and put this back up here. And then, let me see. Let's look at, it says, see a lot of tarot decks I'm sure you shared. I'm just logging on. Oh yeah, that's my, yeah, I got quite the collection. Oh, and you guys see, these are some of the stones that are actually from my property. So like we have some petrified wood we just like picked up from the property not too long ago when we were there this past week. So lots of cool petrified wood out there. And agates, we have jasper, we have calcite. Like it's crazy, you guys. We even have, let me see, druzy. This is just on the ground. I'm like, what? So these will be like little gifts, you know, that we'll put in with our stuff, with like Desert Cauldron or Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. So I think that's going to be cool. We even found some like milky quartz out there. It's just amazing. So anyway, okay, and then, hold on, let me turn this back around. Woo, hello. I have some, oh, let me get resituated here. I have some crystals that I got, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe, you know, I'll get to work with them, but later on, if people want to buy them, they can buy them off of me. So, you know, I let the crystals go wherever they need to go. So if somebody fancies it, who am I to say the crystal needs to stay? Okay, so here are some personal crystals that I got, but you can always take it off my hands. So I saw that my hometown, San Diego, we actually have the Queen's Mine out there, which has a lot of tourmaline deposits. And I was like, what? And I saw all these beautiful things and they're from San Diego. So I had to get a little hometown piece. I have some Elbite, which is a type of tourmaline. Billy said, oh, I meant to say thanks for your brilliant walkthrough of the Wild Kuan Yin deck. I went for it and it's so healing. It now comes with a much smaller guidebook. Oh, excellent. Yeah, Wild Kuan Yin, one of my favorite healing decks. So check this out. It's not, I guess it's sort of, it's in the tourmaline family. So sometimes people say it's just pink tourmaline, but the official name is Elbite. And it has a little bit of Clevelandite kind of still stuck on it, but beautiful heart chakra energy. So nice to see something beautiful coming out of San Diego. Butterflies like, oh wow, it's gorgeous pink purple. I know. At the show this year, there were so many like light blues, lavenders, pinks, like everything that's like up my alley. I was like, what? Billy's like, stunning. That is amazing. There you go, guys. Soak up that heart chakra energy. Soak up that Elbites. So yeah, that's, let me see, I have the information on it. It says Tourmaline Queen's Mine in the Pala District in San Diego County, California. Billy said, reminds me of Turkish delight food. Oh yeah, you know, I love those too, by the way. I have kind of a sweet tooth. And then I came across, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly, phosphocyterite, which is a very soft stone, so it's very brittle. It breaks easily, but it's a wonderful, again, pink stone, like it's a pinky lavender stone. I got it in pendulum form, but I did get a few pieces for Desert Cauldron. You guys will see those later, but this, I thought I would just get a little pendulum, but it's a beautiful lavender. And since it is such a soft stone, it's very hard to carve it, and so it's a little bit more expensive when it is carved like this, put into like a pendulum or you know, in the shape of like a heart or something like that. But in its raw form, it's equally spectacular. But I thought, you know, a little pendulum would be nice. It didn't have anything on the end, so I just put a little snowflake. I just, you know, thought it went cute together, so, you know. But anyway, sometimes I just like to hold on to my pendulums, not because I'm really going to use them. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I just want to hold on to the stone, you know. And hey, you can always detach this and put it on a necklace, and then use your necklace as a pendulum when you need it. Okay, other things, you guys, just again, just relax, grab a cuppa, just soak it in, maybe a blankie if it's cold, or, you know, maybe a glass of cold water if it's warm wherever you are. Okay, so this next piece, let me get this right. It's from, I wrote it down, hold on. Good thing I wrote these things down. It's from the Shengen mine in Shibuku, or Shengen district, Shibuku mine in Zimbabwe. And this is an celestial amethyst. Check out that baby. This one has amazing, I mean, they all have amazing vibes. They all have their own unique energy signature, but when the light comes through this, let's see if I can turn the camera and you guys can see the light. There we go. Boop. Trying to get the light. But anyway, when the light comes through it, it's so beautiful. It looks just like a Bramberg. And I just love how like all the crystals just formed on top of each other. They all just decided they were going to piggyback and make their own little colony, you know, and that they were all going to work together. And so it's got a little bit of smoky in there. It's got all kinds of minerals. Some say it's kind of similar to a Super 7 amethyst, but it's got some gorgeous vibes, you guys. Okay. What else? Tarot Diary is like, OMG, beautiful. Okay, so one of my personal favorite crystal of all time, as you guys know, is hemimorphite, which is why on the back of, I have my Wally's World Oracle here. On the back of my Wally's World Oracle is the backing. I have tons of hemimorphite. So what it actually looks like in its form is this. And for me, I prefer the icy blue color. It's sometimes confused with smithsonite, which has a, you know, comes in the same color spectrum as hemimorphite, and sometimes they look identical. And so the only way to figure out which one is which is if you actually do like a chemical test on it, because they are so closely related. But this is actual hemimorphite. And sometimes it comes in kind of a spray form like this, and sometimes it comes in petroleum, which is kind of like a bubbly looking form. But for me, I love the blue stones as well, because I'm like super throat chakra. Maybe it's like my Gemini self or whatever, but it's like a gentle releasing, like even just holding it right now, I'm like, you know. So yeah, you guys, soak up that beautiful, cool hemimorphite energy. It comes in yellow and brown, pink. I actually have a hemimorphite skull behind me that I got some years back. He's kind of pink. But this is the guy I use for my healing that I do, like when I do my energetic healings. But he's pink hemimorphite, but I prefer my icy blue. So there's that. Okay, Ready yourselves. Are you ready? Billy's like, lovely, reminds me a tiny bit of blue calcite, but even more delicate. Yeah, and that's also something else that I love. I love blue calcite. I love blue aragonite that's with calcite. It has calcite in it, which gives it that lovely blue hue. Um, Basically, I love all the light blue stones. um, Sumi's like, dang, I'm late to school. Girl, you got detention. Okay, so are you ready? Sumi, you're just in time. Say by the bell. Um, Timothy Gallagher, new to this room. Hello, Timothy, welcome. So today, just kind of sharing some stuff. I went to Tucson, got some stuff for the shop. So right now I'm just showing off some personal pieces that I got, but you know, if somebody wanted to buy them off me, I have no problem with that as well. But are you ready? This one comes from Brazil. It's a blue stone, and I only have a teeny tiny tumbled piece that I've ever had. I've never had one this big. Are you ready? Hold on. Maybe I should put it closer to the camera. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. Timothy said rocks. Lapidodori stuff at Tucson, Arizona is amazing. I got this beautiful topaz, 340 gram topaz from Brazil. The guy who sold it was really nice. Of course, I know a lot of people, they're probably really nice to you if you're buying their stuff, but no, he was like totally chill. He was actually having a glass of wine and he was like, yeah, and he like gave me a pretty good price on it. I mean, as far as ginormous topazes go. Billy talking to Sumi. Timothy said, seen YouTubers visit Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, I made sure to take some video. I have another video that I'm going to make of my final adventure. Does it feel like a heavy paperweight? Yes, it does. This is really heavy. Topaz, like if you, I don't know, these are kind of similar in size, but like if you had a similar looking size, like let's say quartz, this is way heavier. It's just a really dense crystal, you know, the molecules and everything. It's just really densely packed. But it's very clear. It sparkles in the sun. And I feel that it's actually really grounding, and that was surprising. I thought this was going to be all like, woo, but it's grounding and really good with, I have found whenever I'm doing any of the adulting that I'm having to do right now, you know, for the house and everything and getting the taxes done and all of that, that it keeps me grounded, laser focused, and I feel like let's get stuff done, you know. I found out also that when I sleep with it under my pillow, I wake up much earlier, ready to work. And I like to sleep in, and I'm like, why am I being so productive? Let's see. Billy said, whoa, that's giving some interesting energy in places I'm not saying. Sherrybug said, love that greenish topaz. Yeah, it's kind of like a blue green. Super cool. Timothy said topaz feels different to fluorite. Yeah, it's, yeah, like I said, I just really feel that it grounds you for when you need to do a lot of, yeah, adulting, when you need to do some serious stuff, you know, kind of physical world, 3D world type stuff. This is really good for it. Just kind of keeping you centered and focused. Also, I noticed that it helps with manifestation too. So if you're working in the 3D world and you're trying to manifest some 3D stuff, it's helping in conjunction with that fourth and fifth realm where, you know, you're trying to like work on some stuff, open up, you know, some energetic blockages, kind of unblock those things so that you can have, you know, like let's say money coming towards your way, but it's helping you to work on the things to help open you up to those types of things. So it's really good for helping you navigate, I feel, just in my own experience thus far, the 3D world. Sumi said, oh, I thought I was going to say she puts it under her pillow and wakes up with money. Yeah. And then all the teeth fall out, and then the tooth fairy has a field day. Timothy said, virtual reality headsets needs that kind of stone nearby for work office stuff. Yes. Billy said, I'm bonding with my garnierite at the moment, helping with new beginnings kind of vibes. Garnierite. Ooh, I have that on my staff that's back there actually. Love garnierite. Really good heart chakra. But yeah, that's my topaz baby. Ice, ice baby. Okay, so that's my topaz. Uh, Timothy was mentioning fluorite. Okay, I did get some fluorite, but I got some titanium treated fluorite. I know some people have issue with the treated crystals. For me, I think it just, it's definitely a different energy than it started off with, but it's a unique energy, and I don't mind working with stuff. I don't try to turn my nose up at anything. If something's gonna help me, then it's gonna help. So I have this beautiful piece of fluorite that's actually its original color. It's a kind of purple green fluorite. And this comes from the UK, from the Dana Marie mine out there. And it is photoreactive. So when I take it out into the sunlight with this natural part here, it will deepen in color, which is pretty cool. But they did a titanium treatment on it, which I haven't seen on fluorite. Usually I just see that on quartz when they try to make like aura quartz and stuff like that. So you can see when they treated it with the titanium, it gave it this really, really pretty vibes, but I don't just want crystals for aesthetic. I actually want to work with them. And I just thought it was a really, not only beautiful, but it's a really interesting energy. And it works like fluorite. So it's got my heart chakra. It's also got my crown chakra. And I like the druzy, and it's actually doing something really weird with the camera right now. um, Let's see. Sherry Bug said, finally home from jujitsu. So sore. Feel like I need some physical healing stones. Girl, soak this up. Actually, you know what? Speaking of jujitsu, I went to yoga this morning with my friend Annette, and there was a girl that was in class today, and she actually had a jujitsu tournament later today. So, speaking of jujitsu, I was like, better not like make that girl angry. She'll probably kick my butt. Timothy said, always curious what minerals will alter and affect a stone. Exactly. Billy said, okay, gang, what crystals can you not walk past and have to bring home? Dude, for me, hemimorphite. I can't walk past hemimorphite and not get a piece of hemimorphite. So Billy's throwing that question out there for you guys. What can you not walk past, or walk past and like not get? So some people it's a quartz, some people it's amethyst. For me, hemimorphite or chrysocolla. I'm also really partial to chrysocolla. Let's see. Timothy said, oh, draws heat. Yeah. Butterfly said carnelian. Always carnelian. Also red jasper. Billy said mine are labradorite, fluorite. Sharebug was like, awesome. So yeah, I think that some people are not too keen on it. Like James doesn't really like using, like it just doesn't do anything for him. The treated stuff, with the like heat treated or treated with titanium. And it's not for everybody, but if it works for you guys, like, and then by all means, go with whatever works for you. For me, it works for me too. So I'm gonna get the heat treated stuff and the titanium if I'm called to it. I'm not always called to it, but I was called to this one. Okay, then bum, 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 bum. I hope this one doesn't break the internet. This one is actually a new find. Sumi said it kind of matches your backdrop. I know, right? Girl. Matching. So this next stone that I'm going to show you, it's amethyst. It's an celestial amethyst, but it comes out of Kenya. And I actually wrote it down. Sometimes they call it Sirius celestial out there, but it's confusing because there's a different amethyst that doesn't come from this region that's also called Sirius. So it's like the same name, but two different places, like really different places in the world. So this one comes from the Bobab mine in the Kitui County in Kenya. So this is the first kind of crystal that this mine has been producing. So it's only coming out of Kenya right now. And here she is. In the sun, she's way cooler, but it's kind of it's a dark purple in places, a lavender and a lighter purple in others, but it's got so much going on. It's got anhydrous. just kind of all over. Some of the anhydrous are non-mobile in there, but there's rainbows, there's smoky. It's just the crown chakra exploding, and it's kind of a really heavy energy. So I have to keep it far from the bedroom or I won't sleep. So, but yeah, it's definitely got a crazy energy to it. Some say it's connected with the goddess Isis. So it's got mother, like wild woman, like divine feminine energy, you know, mothering energy, but like super protective, and it's just amazing. Let me go back here. Timothy said, amazed how folks are really into rocks. I know, right? Like, dude, at Tucson, there's so many people. Billy said, I had some citrine that was so dark it looked like dark amber, but they said it wasn't heat or chemical treated. Yeah, there's actually a lot of the citrine that James got, because that's his favorite stone, isn't heat treated. It comes from the Congo, and it looks smoky. It's like really a dark yellow. It's pretty cool. Timmy said, if you're holding the stone, does it talk to you? A stick figure with an empty thought balloon. In pictures, you know, it's like more like for me when like stones talk to me, it's not like they're having like a full-on conversation, but more like images, feelings, temperature sensations. I feel it in various parts of my body. So I guess that's how like I connect to crystals. Maria, hey! This says, hey girl, I'm so happy I found my first vendor. That's awesome. So you guys, I got to actually meet Maria yesterday when I was in Tucson. I got to do a tarot reading for her. So that was amazing. I'm glad when I can like meet you guys outside of YouTube. So it was a pleasure. It was so good seeing you yesterday. Timothy says, so there's a lot going on in that stone. I know, right? Just soak up the vibe, you guys. This is give that stone a cosplay outfit. Butterfly said, orange calcite is also a favorite. I have a type. Billy said, yes, that's just what mine is like. It is true that citrine is the same thing as yellow calcite. So it's not the exact, but it can be very, very similar in color, of course. So Maria saying, hello to everyone. Sharebug said, I love lab rose quartz, Icelandic calcite, ooh, OJ, and dumortierite. Dumortierite, dude, we saw a bunch of raw dumortierite. It is insane. So yeah, there you go. This is a celestial amethyst out of Kenya, sometimes called Sirius amethyst. So if you do see online Sirius amethyst that's not in Kenya, that's just it's another amethyst. So it's for some reason they decided to go with the same name, but it's two different like regions of the world and two different amethysts. But yeah, this one to me actually looks like a torso, like a lady's torso. Like Sharebug said, oh, I love some dark smoky quartz. Yes, I have a lot of that. Okay, now I'm getting into some really, this is show me that dumortierite. Dude, at the gem show, it was like big bins full of just raw dumortierite. It was pretty cool. Timothy said, small shop had a collection of stones. The Wild building, Hillsboro, or burned down. Firefighters had to close that block. I felt bad for the owners. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I hope everybody's okay and they were able to save a lot of the stuff. Butterfly said, when the light hits just right, they look like juicy little oranges. Dude, I love orange calcite. Actually, we have these orange calcite spheres that are in desert cauldron. So if you go on Etsy right now, we have these like little spheres that look like orange sherbet. So I was thinking of like maybe like just for funsies, putting it into an ice cream cone, being like, hey, get your orange calcite, your orange sherbet calcite. Billy's like, it so does. Okay, so these are high vibe stones, of course, but I have, I'm gonna save these for last. I'm gonna save these for last because I forgot there's one more stone back here. Okay, so I haven't seen this yet, and I looked all over online and I haven't really seen anybody selling this yet, but from our favorite dude that comes from Brazil, and he usually sells us a lot of our Brazilian stuff. I have a sulfur included quartz. So this is where sulfur and quartz have mixed and created this beautiful point. And it's this beautiful, kind of looks like Mountain Dew color. And I don't know why, but I was just really drawn to sulfur during this trip. And it glitters in the sun. It's a beautiful, vibrant yellow. But when it was mixed with the quartz, it just, I don't know, it's unique. I can't really place it yet. Because we have been just kind of shopping and buying stuff. I haven't had too much time to connect with this yet because this I just got recently. But I'll let you know how it goes. I was curious. Sulfur in its form is very chalky, brittle, and I'm pretty sure you like probably shouldn't put anything in your mouth after you touch sulfur. But when it's stabilized in quartz, it's pretty cool. So, all right, let me go back here. Sharebug said, I do have to be careful with dumortierite, though its effect on my dreams is astounding. Yeah, certain crystals I have to keep really far away from where I sleep. Timothy said, sometimes some of the stones equal pretty attention getting. Yeah, some of them are just like, oh, what's that glittering in the distance? Butterflies like forbidden snacks. Timothy said, sulfur and quartz, kind of missing that yellow. Out in sunlight, it changes. Yeah, so it's kind of a very pale, like Mountain Dew yellow. So it's not quite like that. So it's kind of a yellowy color here, but much more yellow in the sunlight, of course. Billy has put a listing there in case you guys want to check it out. Sharebug said, I should get some Brazilian crystals. I love the Brazilian crystals. They're amazing. Billy said, orange calcite sphere, if you guys are interested. She put the link there for you guys. Thank you. She says, I have a piece of raw sulfur. It's very powdery, so I put it away as it collects dust, but you don't want dust in it and get the powder airborne. Exactly, which is why I'm like, maybe just get it in a more stable form. Timothy's like, not exactly lemonade. No, it's not a lemonade unless it's been diluted with a lot of water. Then it's like a pale lemonade. So yeah, so sulfur, quartz, I'll let you know how it goes. And here we are at the end with my highest vibing stones, which were not cheap. Well, most of these weren't cheap, but these really weren't cheap. Okay, so the first one I got, and I'm going to read it off my little notes here so I don't get it wrong. So this is Morganite from Nigeria. Dude, it's got a massive, I wish that we just had more sunlight here, but there's like a massive rainbow, like right in there. It's just like a rainbow streak. And this is a raw piece. So this is just how it came out of the ground. So it really does sparkle in the sun, but not so, oh, there you go. There's that rainbow, but not so good in indoor lighting. But dude, Morganite is off the charts. Like usually when people get pieces of Morganite, it's like that big because it is expensive, but, and it's got a little hole in here. Like there used to be a crystal and it fell out, at some point in its millions of year lifespan. Lena, hello. So yeah, dude, soak up those vibes. Timothy said some inclusions when the light hits it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Catherine, how are you? Just showing off my giant chunk of Morganite. So yeah, this one again is from Nigeria. And it's got some interesting inclusions. Like when you just look inside, it's unique. Hey Sheldon, how are you? So yeah, just also one that I am not sleeping with under my pillow. Like I can't keep Morganite near me. It's like too much going on. But if you're gonna meditate with it, fantastic. But just I can't have it on my person, especially like driving. Maybe no Morganite in the car. Catherine is snuggling with the kitties. Oh, you know what? I was so excited because when I drove off to yoga this morning, I saw little kitty footprints that were all over my truck because it got super dusty when I went to Sholo. And I was like, oh, they've been sleeping on my truck. That's so cute. Please, please, all the kitty power. Sherry Bug said, it's amazing the things that come from the earth. God, creator, goddess, Gaia, whoever certainly had a hand in these crystals. Exactly. And there's a lot of people who, it's the belief that when people are digging out crystals, the mines and things like this, that the crystals, they want to help raise our vibration. They want us to ascend. They want us to help heal. And so if they want to be found, they'll be found, because I know for a fact that, sometimes when a stone gets misplaced, it doesn't want to work with you. Like it doesn't want to work at that time. And sometimes it'll just reappear because it decides, I'm going to work with you. So I definitely appreciate their sacrifice, coming here and helping us to heal ourselves, heal the earth, come together, raise the vibration of the entire freaking universe, the planet. So that's amazing. So there we go. That is some Morganite. Sharebug saying hello to everybody. Catherine says snuggly kitty power. Okay, and then I got another piece of Morganite, but not from Nigeria. This one comes from Brazil. I was like hanging out with the Brazilians. So this is another piece of Morganite, but from a different part of the world. So this is Brazilian Morganite, and this one is actually water etched, which means millions of years of water flowing underground has created this interesting etching on it. So it's not smooth at all. It's actually really rough and pokey. But in the sun, it sparkles more than any diamond you've ever seen. So, and this is like, even though these are like, one is bigger than the other, they both pack like an equally powerful punch. So oftentimes it's not the size of the stone, at least in my experience, that packs a punch. Some people wonder like, oh, if the stone's bigger, maybe it packs a bigger punch. And it's not always the case. Sometimes it is, but not always. But for me, with these two, a little bit different energies, just because they come from different parts of the world. But I would say they both have very strong energy. And I don't say that this one's stronger just because it's bigger. I think they both equally have their own unique energy signature, and they're both pretty powerful. And they're both not going to be under my pillow. So yeah, this one from Brazil is just, that's a nice one. When I put it on my third eye, it's almost too intense though. So like in my hand, it's okay. Just maybe not there yet. Okay, let me go back here. Lena said, my Amazonite heart is finally back after missing for weeks. I'm used to it though. Yeah, sometimes they just decide they're going to go take a hiatus and then they come back when they feel like it. Billy said, I had a weird feeling when watching the Gem Show video, like how much have people taken out of the earth? I love my crystals, but having dilemmas about the process of extraction too. Well, that's something, actually we're having that conversation because our friend was in town from Florida, and he was getting stuff for his shop. And it's interesting because when people dig down into the mines, and some of those mines are very, very deep, and they are going deep into the earth. But like, and it's so hard for us to fathom how large the earth is that there's still like miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of earth before you reach the core. And actually science only has to guesstimate what the earth's core is like, because nothing's ever been there. Nothing's been that deep into the earth where we can actually like pull from the core. Some say that the core is magma. Some people say that the core is ice. It's more just scientific speculation, because we just lack the technology and the equipment to go that deep into the earth. So yes, we've dug pretty deep into the earth, but relatively it's like, like let's say something is this deep, we've gone this deep, and then there's still like this down here. It's just like our oceans, we can only guess what's at the bottom of the deepest ocean, but we don't have any equipment that can go down that deep because the pressure is too much. And we really don't even know like all the creatures, the sea creatures that even live down there. So for a while, science was like, oh, nothing lives down there. Nothing could possibly live down there. And then like, you know, certain weird things have like come to the surface and they're like, oh, maybe stuff does live down there. So I don't know. It's like science always has to be kind of like open to that. But it's, you know, I don't think we should pillage the earth. Like, no, I don't think we should do that. I think everything should be in moderation when it comes to trees, when it comes to crystals, when it comes to, you know, everything in moderation. And I think everything for trying to be of the highest good, you know. So I don't myself try to amass just to have a lot, you know. Maybe some people do that, but I want it to be for a purpose, you know. And so hopefully if everybody does that, we won't deplete. Hopefully, you know. So anyway, there we go. Just, whew, these stones make me hot. I gotta put these down. Okay, I have one last stone for you guys. Let me go back here. Catherine said I have a piece of peach selenite that is soothing. Oh, peach selenite. Oh, by the way, you guys, stay tuned. We're actually going to have a selenite sale in Desert Cauldron. Like, we want to move some inventory for all the stuff that came in. So we're going to try to just sale off a lot of our selenite. So stay tuned for that. Timothy said, has a deck of rock/stone cards. Morganite had some kind of gray chunky item connected to it. Interesting. Billy said, seeing so many together like that made me feel like humans robbing the earth. Yeah, I mean, when it's all together like that, it's hard for us to wrap our brains around. You know, I think especially like when you see like logged trees or you see like a lot of stuff together, it's definitely, I get where you're coming from. Sheldon said, I've been doing Valentine's readings for Valentine's Day coming up soon. Very nice. Timothy said, it's like being in another realm, such as Carlsbad Caverns of New Mexico. Ooh, gotta check that out. And Sumi wants to know, Sheldon, if you're doing your readings on your channel, Timothy said 15 millimeters of water squeezes the lungs hard. Or milliliters, meters, 15 meters of water. Sheldon said, well, yeah, I think so. Catherine, I wonder if there are crazy creatures in the Earth's depths, like in the oceans. I bet there is. You know, because we haven't been there, we can only guess. You know, everything is just an educated guess, really. Sumi said, it's the same with our brains. We don't understand how it works. That's why there are so many untreated illnesses. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we haven't even really discovered all of our gray matter up here and why, you know, why don't we use 100% of it, as they say? And sometimes people thought that when we say we only use 10 or 20%, 10% of the brain, like we're only using like a piece over here. And it's like, no, it's like spread out around the brain, but really we're not using the full capacity. And science still hasn't figured out why. You know, it's ever evolving. Timothy said, oarfish deep in the Marina's trench near Japan comes out during an earthquake tsunami. Whoa. Billy said, I only buy crystals for healing purposes. And that's I think how it should be. Timothy said, borax soap is made out of selenite, powdered gypsum. Janine said, I love selenite. It's one of my crystals I seem to get the most energy from. Well, hey, we're gonna sail out all our selenite. Sherry Bug said, just lone selenite, but I'm just realizing I lost my favorite piece of blue fluorite. Oh no! She's like, love, not lone. Catherine's like, or giant millipedes. Oh. Billy said Dune again, and then Lena was asking about Dune, like Dune the movie. Okay, here you go, guys. Last piece, and it's making my hands sweat, and I took it with me to yoga. Still a little too, like it hasn't attuned to my energy yet where I can put it on my third eye yet because it's a little too intense. But if I have it in my hand, it seems to dilute it. So I'm just looking at my notes here, just making sure I say where it's from correctly. Okay, This is phoenakite from Nigeria. Have you seen such a large piece of phoenakite? This one really sparkles in the sun. This one's from Nigeria. Usually people have teeny little pieces of phoenakite, and I wouldn't say that it makes it any less powerful. This is powerful, and sometimes you get the little teeny pieces. They're also really powerful. So phoenakite is just a super high vibe. I do get like extraterrestrial vibes off of it, but I can't wait to tap into these, use them, see how they can help me. And if people, want to take these off my hands and find that they connect with it and, they want to work with it, then there you go. Let's see, Lena said, I recently watched A Cure for Wellness and I keep seeing stuff about eels. Interesting. Sumi said, I hear a vacuum. My inner cat wants to hide under the bed. A vacuum? Oh, that's probably the refrigerator. Sorry, 80s appliances, Butterfly said, I want to eat that one for sure. Timothy said, what does one do? My tongue swells. For swelling tongue, maybe some anti-inflammatory herbs. Rose is really good, perhaps. Writer Poets, hello. Says, can I ask a question while donating? Maybe at the end of the chat, maybe I could pull some cards. For now, I was just kind of showing off my Tucson haul. If you wanted to check out some of these crystals. Billy said, I have selenite, small tower in the bedroom, and another larger one as a lamp. I adore the sound of selenite wand when the loon innate taps on it. Ooh. Lena said, guess worms is my earth equivalent. Sheldon said, I remember over years past that you've been doing Halloween readings collab as Vich the Beetledon, but that did that too. Yeah, we actually, in my little collab group, the Pick a Card collab group that V-Love and Crystals created, we're going to do another for March, at the beginning of March, which is like what luck is coming your way. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, so the stuff in the store, we're going to sale out all the selenite because we want to make room for the new things. It'll take us some time to put the crystals and some of the new items into the shop because we also got a lot of that I didn't get to show you because it's kind of packed away. A lot of gold sheen obsidian stuff, which I love, and I think it's great for cord cutting, it's great for scrying, it's great for protection. For me, it's good for grounding. James doesn't really feel grounding vibes off of obsidian, but if you do, then excellent. And so we have that stuff to put in. I have a lot of crafts. We have a lot of stuff that we have to make, and we'll put that into the shop eventually, once we've made those things, the special little magical tools. And yeah, so, and then I think we have a sale still going on in Desert Cauldron. It's 15% off when you get 2 items or more, just so you save on shipping and everything, just so we can move inventory, for all the new stuff. Yeah, so that's it. That's like the update on going off grid, the home, the land, all that good stuff. Tucson Gem Show. And then I wanted to maybe do a little spread with you guys to kind of finish off a little healing, all that, especially with all the crystals that are sitting here. Maybe we'll do a little, we'll do a poll, which crystal we want to end our live chat with, with our healing. Let's see. Timothy said, okay, so be careful with some stones. Some of them just give sensations. Exactly. Sheldon said, imagine that I can collab with everyone to work on that easily. And Timothy said, yes, Desert Cauldron, that is our shop. So you can find it on Etsy. You can also look at our Instagram page. It's at desert.cauldron. Oh, thank you, Billy. Billy posted it there in case you guys are interested. Sumi said, but did you buy anything for yourself at the gem show? Well, I mean, technically when I buy all the goodies, it is kind of for me because I get to be in their energy and I get to work with them. And then when somebody else decides they want them, I release them, I cleanse them first, and I release them to the person that needs the most, Okay. Oh. I need to show you guys something that I did get for myself. And this one I am not selling. Okay. It's behind me actually. And it's in a box. So This one comes from, whoop, the Tibetan booth. So it comes from Tibet. Oh, thank you, Billy. So I have, this is a repurposed quartz tuning fork. So it is made out of quartz, but it's not like a single piece of quartz. It's repurposed, you know, where it's been crushed up and turned into something. Be the Infinity, hello, hello. So this is a tuning fork, and it comes with this, and it's really good for clearing energy. So like you can walk around the apartment, I can, you know, wave it over my energy field. It feels really good, but I think it feels best when it's actually physically placed on my energy points, like my heart or throat, or especially the root chakra, because this one is what was I forget the amount of hertz, but it basically resonates at root chakra level, which is really cool. Timothy said, ooh, had no idea quartz can be made like that. Very surprised. Yeah, a lot of quartz is repurposed where, you know, some people think like, oh, that's fake quartz because it looks like glass, but really sometimes it's quartz that's been kind of melted down and turned into something else. B said, I plan on going to the Gem Show next year. Well, I hope to see you there. So yeah, let's do a little cleansing. So if you guys want to just, you know, snuggle in with your cat, dog, your kids, your blankies, it's very light, like it's very hard to hear, but the vibration you feel. So sometimes when people hit a singing bowl, it's loud. This one is very quiet, but you feel so much. So I just need to cleanse right there. I'm like, oh, dude, so many crystals right now. Like, it feels so good. It's like if somebody just gave you a chill pill, you know? Oh my goodness. Timothy said, wonders what bone sensations experience is going to travel through a chat room. I know, right? Lena's like, wow. And it keeps going, even though it's so slight. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Or, wait a minute. Maybe you guys can hear it on my microphone. I can still hear it. Very lightly, though. It just keeps going and going and going. It's so interesting. These like almost like a wind chime. I know. Somebody's like, I hear it in waves. The sound is like up and down. It is. It goes woo, 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 woo. Billy said, I got bat like hearing that sounds wonderful, like standing under a waterfall. Yeah, it's still going. Still going. Timothy said, my solar plexus feels like it's vibrating. Exactly. It hits me like in the solar plexus, sacral, and root. So like your lowest chakras, this is really good for. So, and you're not supposed to hit it really hard because it's quartz, like, so you don't want to like break your tuning fork, but you just give it a tap. And then when you put it on, like physically have it touch your skin. And the microphone's there, so I guess you guys can hear it. It just feels so good. This is like my new favorite clearing tool. I'm like, and then I found out, you know, if I was laying down, let's say I had my hemimorphite. I'm laying down. Maybe I don't want to choke myself with it, but maybe I have my hemimorphite laying here. You don't want this to touch directly the stone because it is a vibration, so you don't want to like break your stone. So what you do is I put my pinky like that. You put it on top so that there's a buffer between the stone, the crystal, and the tuning fork. And when you give it a nice little tap, it vibrates. And so now you have a mixture of not only this like sacral chakra vibration, but you also have the energy like of the stone that you're working with. So I saw this like little trick somebody was using, and it does work. Like it's really, it feels so good, but it feels like really weird when I put it on my root chakra and my sacral. I'm like, ooh. It's like you feel stuff like opening up and like yourself like getting really grounded. I'm like, it's such a like weird but good feeling, you know? Let me see. Timothy said, seen musicians tuning forks. That's why I was surprised. Yeah, and well, I'm not doing opera right now, but I am a professional opera singer. And so I was like, really? A tuning fork? I must see this. Lena said, it hit my heart and then waves all over. Timothy said, makes me think of sitcoms for sci-fi shows such as Supergirl or Smallville. Susie, hello, hello. Timothy says, what's that stone in your hand again? Oh, this one was hemimorphite. So hemi, half, morph meaning shape. So half shape, which is, I guess like the chemical makeup, like when it's geological terms. The way it shapes itself is kind of like in a half dome shape. Susie will be eating and listening. Well, Susie, maybe just one more little cleanse, maybe before we do a little quick little spread here. Feels so good. Sharebug's like, we also use tuning forks and medicines to check certain cranial nerves. Oh, well, good to know. Timothy said shape-shifting can go from solid to gas, water, vapor, perhaps. Yeah, perhaps that as well. Oh, Susie having tacos. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you guys. Chillax, you guys. Just chillax. Dude, this is my favorite. I'm gonna start using this in all of my healings that I do for others too, but I'm like gonna do this on a daily basis for myself. It just feels so good. Anyway, oh, it's still going. I can hear it. It feels nice. But this one at the show was $150, but I think that's money well spent, especially for healing purposes, you know. Timothy said, take care. Had a great time checking out stone collection from Tucson. All right. Well, you know, come back again. Lena is so hungry right now. Susie, you are making Lena hungry with all your tacos. This talk of food and tacos. Timothy said, made my afternoon worth every penny. Well, like I said, you are welcome to come back anytime. We have our live chats every Saturday starting around 12:30. Sometimes I do them a little sooner, like if I don't have yoga, but otherwise it's 12:30 because I sit around and chat with Annette like afterwards. Okay, let me put my little skulls. They sit on top of the box that my tuning fork is in. So, you know, they just like to soak up the little vibes. Okay. Let's do a little spread before we head off today, and then you guys choose of the crystals that I bought, which crystal you would like me to use for the healing to send you guys off, okay? So we're going to take a look into Sasha Graham's 365 Tarot Spreads, which is my favorite spread book of all time. It's not my only spread book, but I happen to dig this one. Okay, so we look under today's date, which, by the way, you guys, I think it was exactly 1 year today that I arrived in Arizona. All the way from California. So yeah, that was interesting. That was something I realized today. Yeah, it's been about 1 year. Butterfly has already got a vote for the pink tourmaline. So I'll be keeping an eye on the votes, and then we'll, at the end of this, we'll do a healing with the crystal that most people pick, okay? All right, so we have, let's see, in bulk, stirring within you spread. Okay, so it looks like this. You guys can lay out your cards any way you want to. But this is all about in bulk. So in Ireland, tradition states you should place a loaf of bread on the windowsill for Bridget and an ear of corn for the white cow with red ears, who is her traveling companion. B said, been in Arizona for 5 years now. Oh, what part of Arizona? I forget what parts you guys are in. The card connected with in bulk is the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. She shares a profound connection with Bridget. Some people say that the name is pronounced Bree instead of Bridget. Bree connects with fire, manifesting as a pillar of fire or with flames shooting from her head. This is an apt description of the Queen of Wands who uses passion and power to help or hinder those around her. Unique fun fact, the name that was changed at the last minute that I was supposed to be named, I was supposed to be Bridget. My mom wanted me to be Bridget because she thought of Bridget Bardot and she wanted me to be like Bridget Bardot. And my dad never loved the name Bridget, so while my mom was semi-incapacitated after giving birth to me, he wrote down the name Tara. So that's where Tara came from. He says he just had a blast of inspiration, and he was like, this girl needs to be named Tara. He originally wanted me to be named Tammy or Tamara, and my mom wanted Bridget. And then, yeah, last second, I got to be Tara, so here I am. But anyway, moving on. Oh, B is in the East Valley. Oh, okay. Cool beans, cool beans. Billy has the red flag there. It says pink tourmaline is the crystal of choice so far. Any other requests from stones shown? So yeah, let Billy know and we'll take a poll. Okay, Imbolc stirring within you spread. On this day, today marks the ancient calendar date for Imbolc, a fire festival celebrating new life, the most ancient of Celtic pastoral holidays. Imbolc's literal translation is in the belly, marking the first stirrings and flutterings of life in Earth's soil after a long winter. Billy said, was your mom livid? She says she got over it. She was too tired. She was just like, okay, I guess that's okay. Lena's like pink tourmaline. Summation of the spread. Bridget, both pagan deity and Catholic saint, is celebrated on this day. She is the spirit of healing, poetry, and music, hence the tuning fork, and she is the patron of artists, poets, craftspeople, and livestock. This spread uses Bridget's fiery regenerative qualities to inform questions of what stirs inside you. Okay, casting the cards. I'm just going to read through the questions and then we'll go through them one by one. Bridget's crosses woven from wheat protected the home from fire and lightning. Cast your cards in the shape of Bridget's cross, which looks like this, but you guys don't have to do that. Okay, question 1, what am I dreaming of? Question 2, what is possible? Question 3, how do I start? Question 4, what must I do? Why must I do this now? Question 5, why is the journey essential? Number 6, what is my secret weapon? Number 7, what gift does Bridget offer me? Number 8, how can I honor and thank her? Number 9, what is Bridget's message to me? Okay, so if you didn't catch all the questions, that's okay. We'll go through them one by one. All right, so let me find one of my skulls here to kind of help keep the book open for me. And the deck that I have with me is actually my Mystical Cats Tarot, because kittens. So if you guys want to grab a deck, go ahead and grab your decks. If you don't have a deck on hand, use good old intuition, because I mean that's really what we're using when we're using our decks. And you can use it as a journaling prompt as well. So if, again, you don't have a deck on hand or you don't have anything that you use usually, just use good old-fashioned intuition and use it as a chance for journaling. You guys can use your runes, you can use Lenormand, you can use Kipper, you can use Tarot, you can use Oracle, whatever you want to use to help you tap into that source energy, to your higher self and your guidance. Okay, so I have my Mystical Cats Tarot here. If you guys want to announce what decks you're using or what thing you're using, just let us know. Susie said, we'll be watching, still here. Sumi said, card 1, I've been having vivid dreams for the past week. I dreamt of watching a parade walk by. That's interesting. I've had some pretty interesting dreams lately too. Lena said, tarot, tattoo tarot, ink and intuition. Excellent. Okay, so you guys grab those decks. Susie will be doing the spread later, which is totally fine. That's why we record these live chats for everybody that may have missed it. And let's go into the first one. See, Sherbeg said, what is your guilty pleasure when it comes to crystals? The one you will spend a big amount of time for, or spend a big amount for a little piece. probably amethyst. Like amethyst. I think, you know, even, because hemimorphite isn't too expensive. So if I did spend a lot on it, it would be because I'm bringing in a giant chunk into the apartment. So, but if I'm going to get like a pricey one, it's probably going to be amethyst. Okay, Sharebug is using the uncommon tarot. Lena dreamt of a salmon stroking against your leg. I'm saying we've had some interesting dreams lately. I had a dream I was putting lotion on. And then people were like, that's how you spend your dream time, is putting on lotion when you're actually just like in non-physical form. I'm like, yeah, I was putting on lotion. I was like putting lotion on my shoulders. I don't know where that came from. B said, my favorite quartz is Tibetan quartz. Tibetan quartz is really good. It's very, very high vibe, my opinion. Well, I mean, quartz is high vibing, but certain parts of the world just have like, it's a little, just up a notch, you know? Just okay. Question number 1, you guys. What am I dreaming of? Okay, what am I dreaming of? What am I dreaming of? What am I dreaming of? With all this fiery Bridget energy, what am I dreaming of? What are you guys dreaming of? Lena said, time saver, lotioning while asleep. Exactly. Okay, what am I dreaming of? Let's see here. All right, I have the 10 of Earth. Well, that makes sense. Sherrybug said, what does the lotion represent? What are you adding to the surface of your life? Oh, Sherrybug, I didn't actually think about that. Girl, going deep on me. Well, I guess adding a home to the surface of the land I bought. Perhaps. Wow, that's awesome. I think this is also about the land. Billy put the question there, so always look at Billy's red flags. That kind of shows like, I don't know, like stopping points. So like you can go back and see all of the questions for our card spread. Also like poll results for the crystal we should use at the end. B said, I travel to other countries in my dreams. Ooh, me too. I travel all over the world, and I travel outside the world too. Lena said, maybe it's you giving yourself an extra layer of protection. That could be it too. Exactly. Butterfly got the High Priestess. Billy got the Queen of Cups. My deck is the Light Seer's Tarot. Beautiful. That is a beautiful deck. Susie said, definitely that Veracruz amethyst you filmed for a big purchase. Sherrybug said, you know, I love some dream interpretation, girl. Dude, you're so good at it. I'm like thinking, I'm like, what the heck? I was just putting lotion on him in a dream. Like, that is the most boring dream ever. But then you went all deep with it. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. Okay, so what am I dreaming of? I think this plays in nicely to it, you know, with the 10 of Pentacles here. Lena got the Magician, because I'm dreaming of, you know, a stable home, you know, that there will be a home on the land, and one day there will be like maybe some cabins for Desert Cauldron someday, that we will have a greenhouse and we can grow our own food, that we will have, you know, be able to be self-sufficient, you know, so that if, I don't know, people lose power, we'll still have solar panels, you know, we'll still have gas, we'll still have well water, you know, all of that. But I want a beautiful, self-sustaining home life on my own land. So that's what I'm dreaming of for sure. I'm dreaming of home. Sharebug said, those bloody cards, freaking 4 of Swords. Guess it's gonna have an attitude today. B got the Empress. Susie said, and kitties. Oh yes, and of course, the house has to be full of kitties, and maybe a horse or 2, and maybe a goat or 2 or 4. Who knows? I know I need a little mini farm with all the animals, some doggies maybe too, and some kitties, of course, like a lot of kitties. Lena said, it's beautiful. B said, I want to build a geothermal house. That would be really cool too. Yeah, I've seen so many, as we've been like looking at people's off-grid homes and how some people have built them themselves. Some people have got like, you know, geothermal homes. Um, it's just amazing, you know, what people have done for breaking out of, I guess, the matrix of what home looks like, and you know how you can personalize it to your needs and make it totally unique, and you know, just building a wonderful home for yourself. I think that's amazeballs, which is why I want to share my journey, you know. Okay, so that is card number one. Card number two is what is possible. Okay, so what is possible? Let's find out. What is possible, you guys? So I want a little home, my little home on the hill. I want a little self-sustaining, you know, efficient, energy efficient, solar efficient, just kind of living off the land kind of thing. So what is possible? Diana said, I've been dreaming very strangely. It's all foggy and I can't remember much, but in animal, I guess they're animal messages. I dreamt of a rabbit, a tabby kitten, a dinosaur or alligator, and mating bees. Interesting. So maybe rabbit for like fertility, new beginnings, maybe. The tabby kitten, maybe curiosity, being adventurous. The dinosaur, maybe some ancient energy or old energy, powerful energy. Alligator is also like protective. Mating bees, again with the fertility and hard work. So it's interesting. It's like, to me, almost taking a leap into a new adventure, or wanting to take a leap into a new adventure with something. But I think the animals may be letting you know that you're protected, whatever leap that is that you want to take, and that like all the energy is there for you, maybe, you know, it's a fertile time to do so. Very interesting. Sharebug said, when I was in Arizona, one of the docs I was working with was making an earth home from old tires and dirt. Very cool. So Billy posted the question for you guys. What is possible? Butterfly got the Hermit. Billy got the Eight of Wands. Lena got the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Coins. Sharebug's a beautiful card. I got the World for what is possible. That's amazing. Billy got the Six of Swords and focusing on making more space for traveling and local adventures in my life. Okay, let's see. What is possible is possible. Oh, okay. Wait, no, didn't quite come out. Okay, what is possible? I have the Eight of Earth. Oh, look at all those little Siameses. Lena's like, wow, Sherry, that's like amazing. That is everything. So the Eight of Pentacles here, what is possible? That, you know, with a little hard work, anything is possible. Like if I want to live off grid and I want to, you know, have this life, as long as I'm willing to work for it, it's possible. Bee said, so cute. Sharebug's like, I know, right? Lena's like, all your cats. I know, I'm going to have so many cats. I'm going to have like a little kitty sanctuary. It's going to be amazing. I want to adopt all the kitties. But yeah, a little hard work. Anything is possible. I don't mind learning something new, getting my hands dirty, little sweats, maybe a few tears. Hey, hard work, but you know, if that's what I want, that's what I want, you know? It's possible. Let's see, anybody get anything else? Do I have my water near here? Oh, I'll drink some water after the chat. Okay. Okay. So we know what you guys are dreaming of. We know what is possible when it comes to this dream of yours. And then we go into question 3. How do I start? Sharebug said, I always thought if I won the lottery, I would open an animal sanctuary. That would be amazeballs. Like, yeah, that was my thing. I was like, if I win the lottery, I'm going to have my own little home and I'm going to be like totally off grid and I'm going to have all the animals, and like any animals that need rescuing or they're injured or something, like they just come to me. I'm going to have the animal sanctuary, you know? That's been my thing. Okay. So for your dream, how do you guys start? So how do I start? Billy has question 3 there for you guys. Let's see, how do I start? At the beginning. How do I start? How do I start? How do I start this? How do I start this? Okay. I have the 2 of Earth. Well, how do I start? Well, it has to be a subconscious and conscious decision that this is what I'm going to do. Basically taking what's coming in from the 5 and 4D, and that's how it comes into 3D, into the reality. So if in 3D, I'm willing to put in the hard work, but my higher self has this idea coming through, in conjunction, it's how manifestation works. So it's the choice, I'm making the choice that this is what I absolutely want. B got the 2 of Wands. Billy got the Queen of Wands. Butterfly got the 6 of Pentacles, keeping up the flow of reciprocity, I think. Susie said, kittens, kittens, kittens. Yeah, so where do I start? It starts actually in my higher self, making the decision that this is what I want to do. Lena said, 7 of Coins, hard work and patience, I guess. So where do I start? I think Loki would be the one where you just put something on his head and he would just sit there and take it. He's just like, oh my goodness. So he's got little apples on his head. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where does this one go? I think that one goes in the middle. I'm trying to do like the little spread on the floor here. Okay. Are you guys ready for question 4? And if you are, let's see, Sherrybugs out, how do I start? Awakening, aka judgment. Open yourself up, girl. Allow yourself to just take in that higher guidance. That's where you start. Okay, so question 4, why must I do this now? So why at this point in your life? Why do you need to do this now? Why do I need to do this now in 2022? Let's see. Why do I need to do this now? For question 4. Why do I need to do this now? And remember, this gets recorded, so if you need to go back and look at the replay for the questions, by all means do so. Okay. Billy has the question there for number 4. Why do I need to do this now? Let's see. The 8 of Sky. Lena is talking to Sherry there. So this is the 8 of Swords. You see the little Siamese kitty. He's trapped in the roots. But he's not actually trapped. He can get himself out. Butterfly got Judgment. Sherrybug's laughing. Okay, so why do I need to do this now? Okay, Billy got the Chariot. Okay, for me, I think the reason I have to do this now is because even though I have a spiritual practice and I've had it for a while, and even though I've been trying to, discover myself, my purpose, been doing meditation, connecting to my higher self. I've been doing that for a while. But I was also very trapped in 3D reality, Kala said stagnant. Yeah. So it was I only thought what was possible was what people say is possible. Sherrybug got the Queen of Coins. Wow, this deck. Girl, it's like, it's quite the sassy deck there. Lena got the Hierophant and the 10 of Coins. But yeah, I would see, what I thought was possible, and even though I was manifesting things that people thought were crazy, like, like my sports car, it's just, it's still 3D things, So I thought that, you know, because I was in a particular job, I had to stay in that job because I didn't know what else I could do. You know, yeah, I was doing my tarot readings, but it was all like on the side, you know, and I was doing my healings on the side, and all those were the things I loved the most. It was like, oh, but this is the job that brings in the money, and you know, people, and I'm, you know, I have to get the house, and it has to be in this particular type of neighborhood, and like this is how life is supposed to go and look. And now I know that so much more is possible, especially when I made the big shift, you know, a year ago, basically today, moving out to Arizona, giving up that quote unquote stable job, following my passions. And it was like when I did that, so much more opened up that I thought was impossible, you know, that like the way my life was going, I couldn't see it going any other way. And so by taking that, like, you know, going off and doing something completely out of what I thought was my character, which was actually in my character, it was just, I was too scared to do it. And then it's like, whoa, so much more is now possible. And now here I am looking to do some off-grid living on land, which is something that I always wanted, but I thought that's impossible, you know? So I think for me, I need to do this now because I need to show myself and maybe other people that you can really mold and change your world. It's really dependent on you. And if you think it's impossible, then it will be impossible. If you think it's possible, then it is possible, you know? Um, so yeah. Um, Susie's like, woot woot. Sharebug said, career changes are hard in the physical realm, but I think even harder in the spiritual and psychological. It is. It is. I won't say it's easy. Billy said, hashtag handbrake, turn followed by leap of faith. Lena's like, you're so awesome. Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's what I think this is. You know, I thought I was here, and it's like, oh, well, this is where I just got to stay because this is where I think I'm supposed to be. And then you realize, oh, hey, I can get out of this. Why can't I fly free like these little bats up here? You know, and just kind of go where my intuition takes me. Maybe that's a better route. So yeah, very cool. I love this deck. This is such a gentle deck. Okay, you guys. Question number 5. Why is the journey essential? Oops, sorry if I'm rubbing the microphone here. Okay, question number 5 is, why is the journey essential? Why is the journey essential? Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Billy said, I admire your courage and commitment to your dreams. Thank you. You know, I mean, now I would never like go back. Now that I know what's possible, it's like once you take that leap and you are working through like the difficulty, all of it, like Sherry Bug was saying, you know, it's emotional, it's psychological, it's all that stuff, you know, that's connected to our ego. Once you take that leap and you persevere and you just like kind of move through it, then all of a sudden you realize so much more freedom, and you're like, wow, whoa, I would never go back. Like it's, yeah. So Sherry Bug said, oh, happy Valentine's Day, all you lovely people. Susie also wishing happy Valentine's Day. Butterfly got the tower, old and busted, gotta go. New hotness is on the way. I love that. Okay, so yeah, why is the journey essential? Billy has the question up there for you guys. I have the 8 of sea. Dude, how many 8s? And I got the 8 of earth, I have the 8 of sky, and now I have the 8 of cups. And 8s is infinity. It's the connection to all that is. It's our infinite connection to each other. Billy said, eek. Question 5, I got the tower. Oh, Billy, you got the tower just like Butterfly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for me, 8 of cups. Why is the journey essential? Because I got a lot of baggage I have to unload. Like literally, not only do I have to like physically unload baggage, like my closet and shoes, my car, all of those things, but I have a lot of programming and issues, trauma I need to let go of. So that's why the journey is essential, because and let me tell you, my shadows are coming up so much with this house. But I really, really want it though. I know that that's what I'm supposed to do. I just know it. So I'm gonna have to work through letting this stuff go. Susie said, infinite possibilities. Sherrybug got the hermit. I feel like it's saying, yes, it's good to be a hermit and work on yourself, but you work on yourself so you can bust out into the world and live, love, and help others. That's amazing. I agree. Lena said, the high priestess, not sure. Well, for question 5, why is the journey essential? Lena, maybe the high priestess is, there's a lot of that you can learn about your spiritual self and your higher self, and learning outside the 3D world, then maybe that can occur, through this particular journey. And Lena's saying, guess the mystery is important. That too. Lee said, I hear you kittens, me too. I gotta move, but it sure is a process on every level, isn't it? It is. It is. Okay. Okay, number 6, you guys. Number 6. What is my secret weapon? Okay. What's my secret weapon? Maybe my secret weapon's kittens. Got my kitten army. Okay, kittens. What is my secret weapon? Question number 6. What is my secret weapon? Oops, this card came out. Guess that's the card. Oh, I have the floating cat. So this is like the hanged man. I got the floating cat. Lena's like, yeah, that makes sense. Diana says, I'm going to have to buy a tiny pocket deck so I can just bust them out anywhere I am. I wish I was doing the reading with you guys, but I'm out and about. This is so fun. Hey, no worries. Just kind of like see what comes to mind, as these questions pop up, like what's coming to mind. So Billy posted the question there for you guys with the little red flag. What is my secret weapon? Sherrybug got the 2 of coins. My secret weapon is balance. My secret weapon is being able to look at things from a totally different perspective. Butterflies got the Hierophant. Holy Major Arcana Batman. Dude, yeah, Butterfly, you've gotten like almost all majors, right? Or you did get all majors? That's insane. Yeah, I think my secret weapon, I can look at things from a very unique perspective. And I am willing to sacrifice what is comfortable for my dreams. So that too. Butterfly said 5 so far. Oh my gosh. Sharebug said, Butterfly, we're all getting so many majors. This spread, I know, right? With this in bulk. So yeah, how many majors have I gotten? No, this is my first one. But I do have a lot of 8s, so I'm noticing that trend there. 1, 2, 3 Earth cards, 1 Sea card, 1 Sky, and now 1 Major. So, but a lot of Earth, so it's a lot of material world, physical world. Very interesting. Okay, so this card's gonna go up there for number 6. All right, we have 3 questions left. Billy said, lost you for a moment, computer turned itself off. Interesting. Susie said, Glastonbury Tarot is free and reads great on the phone. Can't get the out of print deck. Billy got 13, the death card. Ooh, a transformation, lady. Lena got the 2 of Wands. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you guys should count up, like, is there a suit that's standing out to you guys so far? Like, is it mostly wands, mostly cups, mostly swords, mostly pentacles? For some people, it's mostly majors. or if you have repeating numbers, like for me, I have a lot of 8s in this spread. So kind of take all of that into account as well. Amethyst Moonstone, hey, how are you? Okay, question 7. Question 7. What gift does Bridget offer me? Or some say Brie. What gift does Brie offer me? Billy got a lot of wands and a lot of queens. Divine feminine energy and fire and passion, girlfriend. Okay, so yeah, question 7. What gift does Bridget offer me? What gift does Bridget offer me? Let's see. Bridget, who is also almost me. Okay, what gift do you offer me, girl? I got another major. Another major. I got the Fool card, or it's just called the Cat. Very true. So the gift that Bridget offers me is my curiosity to try something new. And Billy has the question there for you guys. Amethyst says, I'm well, loving your trip to the Gem Show. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. I have one more Gem Show video to post. I'll post that next week. And it'll be for my last week, which was this week. So you guys will be able to see all the goodies of my last few days at the Gem Show. Butterfly got the 2 of Swords. Lena got the 7 of Cups. Bridget's offering me, yeah, curiosity and opportunities to try new things so that I can learn more about myself, which I think is fantastic. Sherrybug got the Chariot, choices and decisions. Billy got the 2 of Pentacles. Susie was saying it's a gorgeous video. I like doing like the Gem Show videos because I could just show bunches of beautiful healing crystals and then put some meditation music to it, and that way you guys can just like sit in and just like you know, just soak it all in. Lena has mostly coins. So yeah, very interesting. Yeah, definitely take a look. What is the majority of the suit that you guys have? Or maybe if you have majority major arcana, take all of that in. Repeating numbers, of course. But yeah, my second major card. Okay, let's put that there. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay. We're down to the last 2 questions, you guys. Question number 8. Are you guys ready? How can I honor and thank her? Okay, so how can I honor and thank her? Sherrybug said, I feel like the video is healing, just the energy is soothing. And you know what, that's why I love making those videos too, is because I believe sometimes you don't physically have to have the crystal with you, although I think it's a little bit different when it is with you. But like when people use crystal decks, you know, and the image is there, the energy of the stone is there, or you're watching video with the stones, like I think that they bend space and time, so they can still help you, even if it's just a photograph of them, even if it's just a video of them. So that's why I've also put that stuff out there. So you guys, even if you don't have those things, you can still receive the benefits of being there, you know, with them. So yeah, no. Okay, so Billy has the question, how can I honor and thank her? And her is Bridget. So how can I honor and thank her? But for me, my point of view, when we talk about deities and, you know, gods and goddesses and all of that, I believe that since we're all connected, we are all, you know, the number 8, that they reside within us too. You know, all those deities, gods and goddesses, we are one with them. We're also part of them. So when you honor, let's say, a deity like Bridget, you also honor yourself, you know, or you, those people that believe in, you know, honor saints and angels, you know, that you're also honoring a piece of yourself. We're all from the same stuff, you know. Okay, Butterfly got the King of Pentacles, living well. Lena got the 7 of Swords. Billy said, eek, I got the 5 of Pence. Well, maybe you can honor and thank her by maybe focusing on honoring yourself sometimes, You know, you have so much to give to others that you can't forget to give to yourself. Maybe that's how you can honor her. Okay, how can I honor and thank her? Let's see. Oh. Okay, well, that's my card. I got the Three of C, so the Three of Cups. When I share my journey and when I share with others, try to work with others, we create a new energy. And that's a way to honor her, you know, with this thing that I'm doing with the property and manifesting and telling you guys about the process and my highs and my lows and all of that. I think that it's also a form of showing that I'm taking advantage of these opportunities. So it's a way to honor her. You know, I'm sharing it with you guys, and then maybe you guys get something from it, and then, you know, you're more apt to follow your intuition, follow your heart, you know. So it's, you know, instead of leaving like a gift, a physical gift, it's like an energy that I pass along and that you guys pass to me and to everybody else when you guys share your stories and things like that. So it's a beautiful co-creation. And so I think that's a way that I could honor her and thank her, is just basically sharing my journey and trying to help people along the way, you know. And I love all these guys just hanging out. We have two little kittens and we have a little seal. They're just like, what's up? I would totally hang out with them. Okay, Sherrybug said, I got the Five of Wands. Maybe it's actually being more competitive in the world to achieve. Lena said, I have most majors actually, but I feel I'm working on putting spirituality into practice and build my life. Lena said, giving energy is so amazing actually. Aw, thank you, Susie. Lena said, it creates awesome shifts. It sure does. Okay. All right. Wow. We've come to the final question. Okay. What is Bridget's message to me? What is Bridget's message to me? What is her message? What is Bridget's message to me? The final message, the final part of this spread. Billy said, I'm really thankful for this space and for sharing your journey. It's helping me to try to see a similar process from a positive light. That's amazing. Well, I'm just, you know, try to help in any way I can, even if it's just sharing my goofy journey. Okay, so what is Bridget's message to me? Oh, the Empress. One of my favorite cards. Look at Mama taking care of her babies. Billy said, what is Bridget's message to me? So not sure of the spelling of the name. So yeah, everybody knows B. What is B's message to me? Lena said, love it. Susie's like, oh, look at her, just loving her babies. Okay, Bridget's message. That I am protected, that I am surrounded by a lot of good energy, both physically and non-physical, and that when I honor my journey, when I honor my intuition, when I honor what's in my heart, I honor my higher self, source energy, all deity, you know, and that I honor this time here on earth. And also by putting that out there, it helps others. And, you know, and the stuff that you guys share, you know, kind of like this, you're sharing with me and everybody who's here, you know, whether it's on a live chat or just in your everyday life, that you encourage others to honor themselves and to honor their journey. And so it's a spider web. It's all connected, you know, so that it's like we're all these little babies and we're the Empress and sometimes we're the babies, you know, but we're in this cycle. That's so beautiful. I like it. Aw, that's a lovely message. Susie's like, group hugs. Definitely. Oh, I'll make sure I post that picture on Instagram too. Let's see what you guys got here. Butterfly got the Knight of Swords. It's cool to go after what tickles your brain, but cool if sometimes, and don't be a jerk. Sherry Bug said, Eight of Wands. My message is that I will get a message. Billy got the Ace of Wands. Susie was sending those group hugs. Lena got the Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands. And then Billy reposted the question for you guys. What is Bridget's message to me? Yeah, so what is Bridget's message to me? Okay. So let's see. While I'm putting this away, we still have to vote on a crystal because we're come to the end of our live chat. But of course, we'll see you fabulous people next week. What crystal you guys wanted me to use for our healing? You know, what little friend we could incorporate. Billy asked what the name of the book is that I am taking this from again. The name of the book is Sasha Graham's 365 Tarot Spreads. There you go. So Sasha Graham's 365 Tarot Spreads. Oh, Annette! This says, I jump on at the end. Okay, so we had a vote for pink tourmaline, also known as Elbite, E-L-B-A-I-T-E. So there was a vote for pink tourmaline. But here we go. You guys let me know what you're voting for the healing stone at the end. Is it aura fluorite? Sherrybug said the green topaz, by the way. Tara, I messaged you on IG about the green topaz. I will go check it out. Topaz, our beautiful topaz. Or sulfur and quartz. Billy posted the book title for you guys in case you're interested in that book. Celestial amethyst. And this one comes from Zimbabwe. Okay, Annette has voted the topaz. We could go with hemimorphite. Celestial amethyst from Kenya. So Billy said, pick a crystal for the healing. So far, 3 votes for pink tourmaline. Say it now. We could go with phoenixite. Susie's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Or we can go with morganite. Okay, so cast your votes. So far, it looks like most everybody's going for this pink tourmaline. Oh, I forgot, there's one more. Phosphocyterite, yeah. So the phosphocyterite, the lavender stone that I'm using as a pendulum. Okay, so pink tourmaline, phosphocyterite, sulfur and quartz, topaz, Zimbabwe celestial amethyst, aura fluorite, hemimorphite, celestial amethyst from Kenya, phoenixite, or morganite. Sumi's like, they're all so beautiful. If I go to the gem show, it's to look, not to buy, because I could spend an entire paycheck on gems. True. Susie's like, I agree. Okay, yeah, so speak now or forever hold your peace. For some people, I think they're all beautiful, so I don't think most people will care which one it is. Sherrybug says, oh, do I have to say the pink tourmaline would be great for Valentine's? Billy said, I can't spell the lot at that speed. Use your arrow buttons to rewind 5 seconds. Yeah, so you guys just rewind. Let me know. You just say the stones. But it looks like pink tourmaline is going to be our winner. But I'll do a little wait. And we had a vote for topaz too. Okay. Billy, what do you reckon it is? Because I think it was one for topaz, a few for pink tourmaline. I think there was one more. Billy said so far pink tourmaline has 4 votes, one for topaz and one for fluorite. Well, I think pink tourmaline is our winner. Okay, all right. So let's do this. I'm gonna get in nice and close. So for this one, I'm gonna put the crystal up on the screen and I'm gonna push its energy out. Since this one is connected to not only your crown chakra, but it is connected to your heart chakra, you can envision those areas opening up and allowing all the positivity of the stone for its best and your best and highest good to enter those chakras. So to enter your heart, clear any blockages or, oh, pink for the win. Yes, thank you, Billy. And just allow that healing into that area. Or any blockages that you have up here, just kind of allow that to open and let the crystal help you with that. So it's kind of aiding you. It doesn't do it for you, but it connects with your energy. Even though you guys aren't physically in the room with this one, I do feel that it does transcend space and time, because crystals are powerful little beings, and you know, they'll kind of help clear that stuff up. They'll work with you. Okay, so just kind of open yourselves up. So for this one, we're opening instead of sending, but you guys could also have the intention that as you heal, everybody that you come in contact with today, this week, whatever time frame you want to give it, will receive the same benefit. So let's say I say, thank you, pink tourmaline, for entering my heart, for entering my crown chakra, or anywhere else in my body that you feel that I need assistance. And anybody I come in contact with today, if you can continue that energy with those people that I come across, either during the live chat or physically. Okay, so here we go. You guys ready? Pink tourmaline, do your duty. Wow, that was an interesting feeling, you guys. I felt like it was like in a little lavender blankie with a cup of tea, and that there was this mom just like rubbing my arm and shoulders and just like cuddling me like I was like in my own little cocoon, and it was so cozy, and I was just like, you know, feeling very safe and secure. Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. Billy said, may all beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. Billy said, nice. I was tingling my third eye and my hands got really warm. I felt actually for me, it was like a rush of cool energy came through. I felt actual like wind come through, and all the windows are closed. I was like, woo, that felt so nice. Yeah, just, yeah, all wrapped up in my blanket with some tea and a pillow, and just having somebody just like rub my shoulders and my back, and just I felt so safe, like just like a really nice mom who was there. So very cool. So this is pink tourmaline. You know, let me know, you guys, if you would like to take her home with you. But otherwise, I'm gonna work with her for the time being. I say her, I don't even think they have a gender, but anyway, you guys, I thank you so much for coming into the chat today. I had fun as usual hanging out with you homies. It's always a delight to come here on Saturdays, and I guess I will see you guys next Saturday. And for all of you that celebrate Valentine's Day, I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Don't forget that Valentine's Day is, yes, some will say a Hallmark holiday, but in certain pagan tradition, it's called Family Day. So thinking of your soul family, the families that you have created. Sometimes it's also your DNA family. So spend some time, you know, without whoever or whomever you call family. And don't forget that Valentine's Day is all about the heart. So make sure that you do your heart well, treat yourself well, do something nice for yourself, okay? So don't forget about the self-love. It's not just about lovey-dove, you know, couples. It's about loving yourself and loving everybody around you as well. Lena said, burp and breathe. Yes, burp and breathe, you guys. So Susie was sending love to all. Sumi said, didn't receive that for me. It was an old memory that came up. Very interesting. Bananas and coconuts and apples. Billy said, thank you. Thanks everyone for being here. All right, you guys, I will catch you next time. I got to change out of my kitten yoga pants here. All right, guys, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.